It is the last surviving wonder of the ancient world. A monument so perfect it has defied time, gravity, and comprehension for 4,500 years. We are told it was a tomb, a massive, extravagant headstone for a single pharaoh, a monument to one man's ego, built by 1,000,000 hands in the scorching desert sun. But this tomb has a fatal flaw. In 820 AD, Caliph al-Mamun and his men blasted their way in, searching for Khufu's legendary treasure. They tore through tons of solid stone, only to find nothing. No mummy was ever found, no hieroglyphs declaring its purpose, no burial treasures. The central sarcophagus is a broken, oversized granite box, too large to have ever fit through the tunnels it rests in. For centuries, mainstream science has been asking the wrong questions. Tonight, it's time to ask the right one. What if it was never a tomb at all? What if it was a machine?
The official story is fragile. It rests on a handful of assumptions. The first, and most central, is that the granite coffer in the king's chamber was Khufu's final resting place. Let's begin our investigation here. This is Exhibit A. It's a crude box of Aswan granite. It has no lid. It bears no inscriptions. It has visible saw marks and clear damage, as if from a powerful force exploding outward. Compare this to the ornate, artistically perfect sarcophagi of other pharaohs, like Tutankhamun. They are works of art, covered in spells and stories. This is an industrial tank. The second assumption, the purpose. Every other tomb in the Valley of the Kings is a library of the afterlife, its walls covered in the Book of the Dead, guiding the pharaoh's soul. The Great Pyramid is silent. Not a single funeral text, not one carving of a god, not even the name Khufu is inscribed anywhere, save for a single controversial piece of graffiti in a sealed chamber above, which many believe is a 19th century forgery. Finally, there are the air shafts. Archaeologists have called them ventilation shafts for nearly a century. This theory is nonsensical. Why would a sealed tomb, meant to be permanent, require fresh air for a dead occupant? And why would you build them with such perfect, baffling astronomical alignment? The southern shaft from the king's chamber points directly to the constellation Orion. The one from the queen's chamber points to Sirius. These weren't air shafts. They were something else. The tomb theory is a house of cards, and it's time to blow it down. In the 1990s, an engineer and machinist named Christopher Dunn proposed a radical, forbidden thesis. He wasn't an archaeologist, so he wasn't bound by their dogma. He looked at the pyramid not as a builder, but as an engineer, and what he saw terrified him. He saw a machine. Dunn's Giza power plant theory suggests the pyramid was a coupled oscillator. It wasn't designed to create electricity like our power plants today. It was designed to draw energy from the Earth itself, convert it, and beam it wirelessly across the land. It sounds like science fiction, but the evidence is carved in every stone. Let's look at the forensics.
A machine is only as good as its materials, and the pyramid's materials are specific. The pyramid was originally encased in 144,000 highly polished white Tura limestone blocks. This limestone is special. Unlike the common yellowish limestone, it contains almost no magnesium. This makes it a near-perfect electrical insulator. The entire pyramid was sealed inside a massive insulating shell. But inside, it's a different story. The chambers and passages are lined with pink Aswan granite. Granite is not just a strong building material. It is composed of up to 55% quartz crystal. Quartz has a unique property, piezoelectricity. When you put it under mechanical stress, like, say, the vibration of the entire planet, it generates a small electrical voltage. The pyramid is, by its very design, a massive piezoelectric generator. It sits on the Giza Plateau, a massive limestone aquifer riddled with underground water channels. The water flowing through the rock creates its own energy. The pyramid is a giant antenna built to tap into it. But where does the reaction happen? We must go deeper. This chamber is a mystery. It was never finished. Its floor is rough, and its walls are coated in a thick, dark salt. In the 1970s, researchers found chemical traces here. Something baffling: zinc and dilute hydrochloric acid. In the 1990s, German engineers sent a robot, Upuaut, up the southern air shaft of this chamber. It discovered a small door blocked by two copper handles, or electrodes. The implication is staggering. As Christopher Dunn and others have pointed out, if you combine hydrated zinc and dilute hydrochloric acid, you create a powerful chemical reaction. You create hydrogen gas. The Queen's Chamber, with its two shafts, wasn't a chamber at all. It was a chemical reactor, designed to flood the pyramid's upper chambers with explosive hydrogen gas. But to what end? This is the heart of the machine, the King's Chamber. It is a perfect box of resonant granite. When you stand inside it and hum, the entire room vibrates at a deep, primal frequency. Acoustic engineers have studied this room. It is a sonic resonator. It is tuned. Its natural resonant frequency, the note the room sings at, is 438 hertz. But it doesn't just amplify sound. It amplifies vibration. This is the key. The entire Giza Plateau is constantly vibrating. The Earth itself hums with a background energy known as the Schumann resonance. The pyramid is a massive tuning fork built to capture this low-frequency seismic energy and amplify it in the King's Chamber. Now let's put the pieces together. 1. The pyramid channels the Earth's natural vibrations up into the King's Chamber. 2. The granite chamber, with its massive piezoelectric properties, converts this seismic vibration into electrical energy. 3. Simultaneously, the chemical reactor in the Queen's Chamber floods the upper passages with hydrogen gas. 4. This excitation signal from the King's Chamber, an immensely powerful acoustic and electrical charge, strikes the hydrogen, causing it to vibrate at an incredibly high frequency, a process called sonoluminescence, where sound creates light and immense energy. The pyramid ignites.
The energy, now converted into a powerful microwave beam, is fired straight up to the pyramid's peak. The capstone is missing. The ancients called it the Benben. It was said to have landed from the heavens. Historians assume it was gold or electrum, not for decoration, as a conductor, a massive golden antenna to broadcast this harnessed energy wirelessly, powering the homes, temples, and technologies of a civilization we no longer remember. This is the Giza power plant.
This theory explains everything the tomb theory cannot. It explains the lack of a mummy. It explains the industrial-grade sarcophagus as a resonant capacitor. It explains the air shafts as waveguides. It explains the choice of insulating limestone and conductive granite. It explains the damage inside the pyramid. A machine this powerful is dangerous. A single misfire, a chain reaction gone wrong, and the entire sarcophagus could rupture from the inside out, exactly as we see it today. In the early 1900s, an inventor named Nikola Tesla had a dream. He built a massive tower on Long Island, believing he could tap into the Earth's resonant frequency and provide free wireless energy to the entire globe. His project was shut down. His funding was pulled by an establishment that understood a terrifying truth. You cannot put a meter on free energy. Was Tesla's dream an invention, or was it a rediscovery? We are left looking at the ruins of a technology we can't replicate, built by a people we've forgotten. The greatest mystery of the Great Pyramid is not how it was built. The greatest mystery is why this knowledge was lost. Why a civilization capable of harnessing the planet itself was reduced to dust. And we are forced to ask the most forbidden question of all. Was this knowledge lost by accident, or was it taken from us?